Imagine a world where entire kingdoms thrived for centuries, only to be lost to time. Civilizations with advanced technology, wealth, and influence that vanished without a trace. Today, we're uncovering 10 lost kingdoms that shaped the world, leaving behind only fragments of their once great empires. Get ready to explore places you won't believe ever existed. Let's dive in. 1. The Kingdom of Thule. The Kingdom of Thule is often considered one of history's most tantalizing mysteries. Mentioned by ancient Greek and Roman explorers, it was described as a land beyond the known world. The Greek explorer Pytheas from the 4th century BCE was one of the first to document Thule, describing it as a land of icy seas, polar nights, and a sun that barely set in summer. Pytheas traveled from Britain towards the north, possibly reaching Scandinavia, Iceland, or even the Arctic regions. According to some of his writings, Thule was a prosperous land, where agriculture thrived despite its cold climate, and a strange civilization flourished. Some accounts suggest it was home to strange customs and people, making Thule seem more like a myth than a real kingdom. Over the centuries, the concept of Thule sparked the imaginations of explorers, leading to numerous theories about its location and nature, though modern historians still debate whether Thule was a real kingdom or a mythological construct. The idea of Thule continues to capture the human imagination, serving as a symbol of the mysterious unknown. 2. The Kingdom of Aksum. The Kingdom of Aksum, located in what is now Ethiopia and Eritrea, was an ancient civilization that rose to power between the 1st and 7th centuries AD. Aksum was strategically positioned at the crossroads of Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, and the Mediterranean, making it a hub for international trade. Aksum controlled key trade routes that spanned the Roman Empire, India, and Arabia, bringing incredible wealth to the kingdom. The kingdom is renowned for its stele, massive obelisks carved from single stones, and its architectural marvels, including its stone churches that are still standing today. Aksum also became one of the first empires to embrace Christianity, adopting it as the state religion in the 4th century under King Ezana, well before the Roman Empire. This decision would shape Ethiopia's culture and make it one of the longest-lasting Christian nations in the world. However, by the 7th century, Aksum faced a series of challenges. The rise of Islam and a decline in trade routes weakened the kingdom, which led to its gradual collapse. The once thriving empire eventually fell into obscurity, leaving behind ruins and a legacy of incredible achievements, including its influence on Christian traditions in Ethiopia and the surrounding regions. 3. The Kingdom of the Sabaeans. The Sabaean kingdom, located in present-day Yemen, was a powerful civilization that dominated the Arabian Peninsula for more than a millennium, from the 8th century BCE to the 5th century CE. The Sabaeans are most famous for their remarkable irrigation systems and their ability to cultivate the harsh desert landscape. The kingdom's engineering feats include the iconic Merib Dam, which controlled the flow of water to farmlands and enabled them to flourish in a region that was otherwise inhospitable to agriculture. The Sabaeans controlled lucrative trade routes between the Mediterranean and the Indian Ocean, handling valuable goods such as incense, spices, and precious metals. They built a rich and prosperous society that was a major center for commerce and culture in the ancient world. The Queen of Sheba, mentioned in the Bible and the Quran, is often associated with the Sabaean kingdom, though whether she was an actual historical figure or a legend remains uncertain. Despite their impressive accomplishments, the Sabaeans faced internal conflicts, invasions from neighboring kingdoms, and environmental challenges that led to their eventual collapse. By the 6th century CE, the kingdom had disappeared, and the magnificent Merib Dam, which had once symbolized the power of the Sabaeans, fell into ruin. 4. The Kingdom of Tiwanaku. The Tiwanaku Kingdom was one of the most advanced pre-Columbian civilizations of South America, flourishing between 500 and 1000 AD around the shores of Lake Titicaca, located in modern-day Bolivia. Tiwanaku was a center for agriculture, trade, and religion, known for its impressive stone structures and monumental architecture, such as the Pumapunku site, where precisely cut stones fit together without the use of mortar. The Tiwanaku people developed sophisticated agricultural techniques suited for the high-altitude environment of the Andes, including advanced irrigation systems that allowed them to sustain crops in a challenging landscape. Tiwanaku was also a hub for trade, connecting the coast with inland areas. They developed a distinctive art style that blended religious and cultural influences, making Tiwanaku a unique cultural and political force in the region. However, around 1000 AD, the Tiwanaku civilization mysteriously collapsed, likely due to environmental factors such as prolonged droughts and resource depletion, combined with internal social upheaval. The collapse of Tiwanaku remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of the ancient world. Today, the ruins of Tiwanaku stand as a reminder of a kingdom that achieved remarkable feats, yet disappeared from history. 5. The Kingdom of Ugarit. The Kingdom of Ugarit was an ancient city-state located along the Mediterranean coast in what is now Syria, flourishing between 1500 and 1200 BCE. Ugarit was a vital trade center that linked Egypt, Mesopotamia, Anatolia, and the Levant. Ugarit's importance lay not only in its strategic location but also in its contributions to writing and literature, as it was home to one of the earliest alphabetic writing systems, which greatly influenced later alphabets. Ugarit thrived in commerce, exporting goods like timber, precious metals, and textiles. Its economy was powered by trade, and its port was one of the busiest in the ancient world. The kingdom's cultural and intellectual achievements included a rich literary tradition with many texts, such as religious hymns and myths, preserved on clay tablets. Despite its success, Ugarit fell into decline around 1200 BCE, likely due to a combination of invasions from the Sea Peoples and internal political instability. The fall of Ugarit is part of the broader collapse of several Bronze Age civilizations. Today, the city's ruins, including its royal palace and religious temples, offer invaluable insights into ancient trade, religion, and language. 6. The Kingdom of Kush. The Kingdom of Kush, located to the south of Egypt in what is now Sudan, was a powerful and long-lasting civilization that thrived for over 1,000 years. The Kushites are best known for their military prowess and their ability to conquer Egypt, where they established the 25th dynasty, also known as the Kushite dynasty. Several Kushite kings, including Pharaoh Taharka and Pi, ruled Egypt during this period, bringing their culture and influence to the heart of one of the world's oldest empires. Kush was also famous for its distinctive pyramids, many of which can still be found in Nubia in Sudan. The Meroe pyramids, with their steep sides and narrow bases, are a unique form of pyramid architecture that set the kingdom apart from Egypt's more traditional pyramids. In addition to their military and architectural achievements, the Kushites were skilled in ironworking and controlled important trade routes, making them a dominant force in the region. However, by the 4th century AD, the Kingdom of Kush had begun to decline. The rise of the Aksumite Empire in the 4th century and the changing political landscape of the Nile Valley contributed to Kush's downfall. The kingdom gradually faded into history, its cities abandoned and its culture absorbed by neighboring powers. 7. The Kushan Empire. The Kushan Empire was a powerful civilization in Central Asia, reigning from the 1st to the 3rd centuries AD. At its peak, the Kushan Empire controlled vast territories that stretched across modern-day Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, and parts of Central Asia. The Kushans were instrumental in the spread of Buddhism across Asia, with their unique blend of Greek, Persian, and Indian influences creating a rich cultural and religious landscape. The Kushans' influence extended far beyond their military conquests. The Silk Road, which connected China to the Mediterranean, passed through Kushan territory, allowing the empire to flourish as a trading center. The Kushans were known for their religious tolerance and cultural syncretism, as evidenced by their art and architecture, which combined various cultural elements from the east and west. Despite their prosperity, the Kushan Empire began to fragment in the 3rd century, weakened by invasions from the Sassanid Persians and the growing power of the Gupta Empire in India. By the 3rd century, the once great Kushan Empire had vanished, leaving behind a rich cultural legacy and significant contributions to the history of Central Asia and India. 8. The Viking Kingdom of Jorvik. The Kingdom of Jorvik was a powerful Viking settlement located in modern-day York, England. The Vikings captured York in 866 AD, and it quickly became the capital of the Viking kingdom of Jorvik. Under Viking rule, Jorvik became one of the most important trading centers in England, benefiting from its strategic location on the River Ouse. The Vikings brought with them advanced shipbuilding techniques, craftsmanship, and a unique blend of Scandinavian, Anglo-Saxon, and Celtic cultures. At its peak in the 10th century, Jorvik was a bustling urban center with a rich marketplace and highly skilled craftsmen. The Vikings ruled the city for several centuries, shaping its culture and economy, until the kingdom was absorbed into the growing Kingdom of England after the defeat of the Vikings by King Alfred the Great. Despite its relatively short existence, the Viking Kingdom of Jorvik had a lasting cultural impact. Archaeological discoveries, including artifacts and Viking burial sites, continue to reveal the daily life and achievements of this fascinating civilization. 9. The Khmer Empire. The Khmer Empire, based in present-day Cambodia, was one of the most remarkable civilizations of Southeast Asia. It flourished from the 9th to the 15th centuries and is best known for its architectural marvel, Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world. The Khmer Empire controlled much of Southeast Asia at its peak, with its capital, Angkor, becoming one of the largest cities in the world at the time. The Khmer were exceptional engineers, constructing an extensive network of water systems that included canals, reservoirs, and irrigation systems. These advancements allowed them to thrive in a region with unpredictable seasonal flooding. The empire's artistic and architectural achievements continue to inspire awe today. However, by the 15th century, the Khmer Empire began to unravel. Internal strife, invasions by the Siamese, and environmental challenges contributed to its decline. The majestic city of Angkor was eventually abandoned, and the empire faded into history, leaving behind a rich cultural legacy that continues to be celebrated in Cambodia. 10. The Kingdom of Teotihuacan. The Kingdom of Teotihuacan was one of the most influential civilizations in ancient Mesoamerica. Located just outside modern-day Mexico City, Teotihuacan reached its peak between 100 BCE and 750 AD, with a population that may have exceeded 100,000 people. Known for its monumental pyramids, including the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, Teotihuacan was a center for culture, religion, and commerce. Teotihuacan's architectural and urban planning achievements are still revered today. The city's grid layout and the massive pyramids are considered engineering marvels, but despite its grandeur, the rulers of Teotihuacan remain mysterious, as there are no written records from the city itself. It's believed that Teotihuacan was a major influence on later Mesoamerican civilizations, including the Aztecs. By the 8th century, Teotihuacan experienced a mysterious decline, possibly due to internal revolts, resource depletion, or external invasions. Today, the ruins of Teotihuacan stand as one of the greatest archaeological sites in the Americas, offering insights into one of Mesoamerica's most powerful kingdoms. From the frozen lands of Thule to the lost pyramids of Kush, these kingdoms changed the course of history in ways we're still uncovering. What happened to these once mighty empires? Were they destroyed by war, nature, or something else entirely? If you're fascinated by these lost worlds, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into the forgotten chapters of history. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.